Curubaya is the largest undrilled silver project that we know of in the world.
You know, there's two types of discoveries you can make. You can make discoveries that make people money, and you can make discoveries that make investors rich. And this is one of those big swings that can make investors rich.
You don't have to be a scientist to recognize it, and that's the mark of a good project.
When we first got into Peru 4 years ago, we had a concept along this belt where some of the world's biggest mines occur, as well as some of the world's best geologists.
This is the kind of project that I would normally step onto into year 5, year 6, year 7. Curubaya is very special in that regard. When we went to the surface and looked what was there, we saw a lot of veins. And it doesn't matter which veins you go to, they can all possess high grade. And we're talking about grades and above a kilo silver with up to 5 grams gold. But it can possess bonanza grades up to 298,000 grams per ton silver. And we're seeing gold grades up to almost 50 grams gold in some of these veins. What's important about that? Well, when you see something on surface, you always ask yourself as an explorer, what could be below there? And then we took the ultimate miner's gamble, committing to running geophysics, and it paid. And it doesn't happen every day that your in-house geophysicist calls you up and says, hey, this is something unusual. There's something really big in the data. I'm excited. What are you guys doing now? And what we saw in the geophysics was a northeast trending elongate body, which is about 1 kilometer by 2 kilometers, and extends the depth to about 600 meters plus. So we were like, yes, we have confirmed that the widespread footprint of high grade on surface does correlate to an IP effect, which is consistent with the presence of sulfide and mineralization. And if we go just to our northwest 50 kilometers, we find 3 large mineral deposits in the form of Tocopala, Cajone, and Quellaveco. When we age dated high-grade veins, high-grade silver veins at Curubaya, they came out to be exactly the same age as these big metal systems that we're seeing only 50 kilometers to the northwest.
Dave, to me, is one of those savant, genius type of geologists. I've had a chance to work with some of the smartest geologists in the world that have found multiple major mines, and he got some of the best compliments I've heard from major mining companies that have looked at his work while he's been working with us. And what he's doing here on Tier 1 Silver is absolutely above anything I've seen by any geologist globally in my career to date.
Potentially think you have a world-class discovery on your hands. There's a lot of other things that have to line up in order for everything to come together. Are you in the middle of nowhere? Is the property accessible? Curubaya checks off all those boxes.
Peter Dembicki is our new CEO. He was at the top of his career when I approached him last summer and asked him if he would like to be the CEO of an exploration company.
I wouldn't have left a successful career after 10 years at the largest investment firm in the country to go with a mediocre project and to go with a mediocre team. I know what it takes day in and day out to achieve a goal. I come from a background of 10 years of training on the national rowing team. There's not a lot of pressures in the world that compare with having the maple leaf on your chest representing your country at a high level to facing hard questions in capital markets and investors and potential investors.
I've known Peter since elementary school. We've got a long history. Families knew each other growing up. His work ethic and his integrity and his skill sets of abilities to raise capital and leadership amongst his peers was something that I really found like-minded with ourselves. And Peter is somebody that I look forward to working with for the next 20 or 30 years as long as we stay in the business.
It's the right age, it's the right grade, and it's got scalability to be world-class.
On a corporate level, on a capital markets level, on a technical level, this is a huge once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I'm a risk taker, a substantial risk taker, and it's been the root of my success to where I'm at today. And I will take risk for the rest of my career and chase down world-class discoveries with very smart people. I love the exploration business, and that's why I do what I do.